in conference play. They know you, you know them, and there's always a little trickle of bad blood here and there, particularly when both teams are ranked as these two are in this one. Welcome to the Big House, home of the Michigan Wolverines. As we'll see the number 17 team in the country, the USC Trojans, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Michigan Wolverines. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the USC Trojans offense will have the football first. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, they've proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. He's open on the right. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
He makes it look so routine out there, just plucking passes in this offense. When you think about the success the Trojans have had offensively in the past and certainly in more recent times, it always feels like there's got to be at least one receiver in this offense in the discussion for best in the...
Breaks into the open. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Trojans will have it 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Punts it out of the air. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Now the play fake. Gets it out fast. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. More than 100,000 making their presence felt. A huge third down here in the Big House. Looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to do the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? Or the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's... much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. The Wolverines offense will go to work for the first time. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Using the quick game. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
Yeah, these are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. We don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season. These teams obviously are both physically and mentally tired, but you're right. For this kind of game, this is the one you circled at the start of the year. You knew that this was going to matter. There was going to be a lot on the line. Now it's time to go out and prove you're the better team. That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Power football with the run. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Wolverines come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Finds the tight end. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
I love the start for this quarterback, 3rd down. 3rd down, obviously money down. Got to have success, but to have success early, now it opens up everything. Like, we trust him. He's got a rhythm going. He's feeling good, and he got a lot of confidence.
From the gun, the running back has it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Got the quick pass. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And man coverage, when they get up in your face, they make things hard. You want to be able to attack the whole field and get them lean in one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out-route connection. Nice chemistry between quarterback and wide receiver.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught near the sticks. It's Brown. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down. And the Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. He's going to take off. Steps out of bounds just inside the 20. They'll mark him down at the 18.
And that's a really good job by this defense because, remember, when the quarterback runs, now you got an extra blocker because he's not just handing it off and standing there, and they still did a good job at the point of attack, kind of strung it along and made him run out of bounds.
He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
Looking to throw on first down. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
They'll go to the ground. And he runs into a wall, maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverine.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He'll start the return inside his 5. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. To throw on first down off the play fake. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
This should be the last play of the quarter. The play action fake. He's got it. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Big noise in the big house for this huge third down play. They'll try to get the first through the air. Tight end getting vertical. They make the stop, but not before he wraps up this first period with a huge gain. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. So first down here as they go back to work. Wants to throw it. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They'll send the back in motion. Grab behind the line. It's Jones. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Listen, if I'm a QB, second down, I want to check the ball down and get a manageable third down. But when this defense is flying around like this, so fast closing out, he got to that running back, got him on the ground so fast, the running back had nowhere to go.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. He'll take a shot. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. This whole place is going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. That brings him to within 1.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
On the run from inside his own 5. Slips through the line. Got a little room. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get it. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up. It's because of that awesome kickoff return.
Out of the end zone. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker, who is so important to this team.
For all of the star quality that USC has been built on, good offensive line, strong running game has always been a hallmark.
No doubt about it. I think they're built on, the passing game and explosive playmakers out wide, but they've always had that balance at USC. You got to have a little bit of the boring to go with the glitz and the glamour.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Trojans can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
Trying to pick it up on the ground. They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense. And the Trojans will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. No fair catches here, looking for room. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Rolling right and going deep. Wide open, he makes the catch. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense gets a huge explosive play.
Off play action on first down. On the move, he fires. Just a Barishnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Off the boot, looking for his man. It's complete on the right side. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The pass play they hoped would spread the defense out, create a one-on-one opportunity, but they were equal to the challenge.
Yeah, and that's a play the receiver would love to have back. It looked for a second like he might be able to break that tackle and score a touchdown. Just wasn't able to get it done.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Michigan! They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And the returner will be brought down. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They've put up a couple of field goals so far, but now looking for a way to take a drive all the way to the end zone. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Wants to go up top on first down. He finds a soft spot in the middle. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
Nice patience by the quarterback there. He had his receiver running a crossing route, but the QB knew it was zone coverage, so he's got to be careful and make sure that he hits him in a window. He did that right there.
The Trojans have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. The pull and throw off the RPO. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the grab. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line. Warp speed for 2nd down. Quick strike complete. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. And the Trojans come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Wants to throw again. Unloads to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43. To the air on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Works the middle of the field. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
The Trojans have it with a 1st and 10. Quarterback on the keeper. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
These read option plays are very hard to stop because you got to have enough guys in the box to play that immediate run, but also always be ready for that quarterback to take the ball and scoot out wide.
And when the quarterback operates this like a magician, it makes it even tougher.
When he can see it, read it, and just flat go, those easy plays right there. I mean, he just picks up a little bit of yardage, but he can do it again and again and again, and it's just frustrating.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right, and maybe the other team doesn't even get a chance to answer. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And the defense sold out to stop the run, and they do here on 1st down.
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense. You're creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's selling out to stop the run. Nice job being aggressive by this defense.
Looking for the score. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
On third and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. This crowd knows when to bring it. Trying to surge it in. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up fourth down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They'll try to convert from the Wildcat. Direct snap. Not only the fourth and goal stop, but they get him in the backfield at the 4-yard line.
And how about the defense coming up big on fourth and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The Wolverines come to the line in the hurry-up. They'll go right back to the run. That'll be a beneficial run as he creates some breathing room and gets it up to the 13-yard line. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
This is a top 25 offense in college football, and I like what they do. They can run the football on third downs when they need to. They show you right there. They've got some balance to them. They really know who they are. They have a good identity, and that's why they've been so successful this season.
He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, one half in the books, and I am eagerly looking forward to that second half in Ann Arbor. And this offense has been the story through 2 quarters, extending this lead and really dominating almost every aspect of this game. We're talking lethal efficiency from the O-line right on down to the skill position guys. Although I'd argue those big uglies up front are skilled players in their own right.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first...
There he goes! That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And the Wolverines in a good spot here with second and short. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Nice job by the defense, seeing the run, pulling the trigger, getting downhill, and stopping the running back for no gain.
The Wolverines come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. On third and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Man, that's what I love about this offense, man. They run the football and get first downs. They throw the football and get first downs. So much balance. That's why they're the #2 offense in all of college football getting first downs. They are so hard to defend.
Looking downfield on first down. He's got him. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Back to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Brown. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Wolverines with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll move the wide receiver. They're looking to throw on 2nd and short. Oh, he makes the catch. He'll go out of bounds at the 21-yard line. Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. Might be calling a hot route. Looking to throw on first down. Pulls it in. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Gets it out quickly. Now the connection takes it to the 11. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Touchdown, Wolverines! And the beatdown has ensued. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, the score is 28-6. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Big Ten action right now, and wait till you see how things are playing out in this one, fellas. Illinois is ahead right now, but the school that produced the likes of Dick Butkus and Red Grange has some work to do before this is over. They are up by 7 over Washington. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have Big Ten fans buzzing all week. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Gets open down the middle. And a little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the 1st down out to the 30.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Got his man quickly. Shakes off the defender. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Trying play action. Lofts one high and deep. Makes the catch down the right side. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. That's why everybody has to do the tip drill, DBs and receivers, and it worked out this time for the offense.
That's exactly what you want as a defender. Just get your hand on the football, let that thing bounce, and you see so many big plays made, but it was the opposite. It goes right to the wide receiver, makes the play, makes the catch. Man, that's frustrating for a defense.
Excellent throw by the quarterback. Found the window between the zones and then delivered the ball on time.
1st and 10, they're down to the 25. Finding an escape route. Oh, he's got some space. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the 3rd quarter. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. And it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Bringing the heat. Fires to the end zone. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. And that one's way too far for everybody.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. And that decision will be questioned for a while. The give to the back. Pushes the pile for a couple of yards down at the 12.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. The offense changing the play. Going to sling it on 2nd down. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
Well, I don't know if the big fella got freaked out because he was so wide open on that play, but that is a catch he has got to make for his quarterback.
After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Brown. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
He has been the go-to guy on offense all game long. And on a critical 3rd down here in the 4th quarter, surprise, surprise, guess who they go to? That guy.
Turning it on! Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46.
How about the defense trying to slow this dude down? He's a Heisman contender for a reason. He's so difficult to tackle, and what a challenge. All week long, they knew that they had to key on this guy and really try to at least limit him if they were going to win.
Flips it out in the flat. He get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a 1st down.
I like the running back there on the route, the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Motion from the wideout. Smart move to keep it on the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That's a really good stop by the defense, Jesse. They need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wide receiver comes in motion. To the air on 2nd down. Quickly complete. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
And the Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now, but we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. The Wolverines started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. From the gun, the ground game. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming into the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Off the play fake. That's caught. It's Lanier. Breaks it. Got enough space. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
And the Wolverines have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to pound their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Michigan! They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it out. It's Jones. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good.
Makes the grab on the big throw. The junior making a clutch play and turning in a big catch.
Let's go. We got some life. We made a big play, something to build off of. We need a lot of points, and we need them quickly. Time's running out. We're trailing big in this ballgame.
He'll try to do it himself. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out, but when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it.
Deep shot for the end zone. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Going back to the well, another deep ball. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about.
And this offense has got to kick it in high gear now. Making a big play, that is great, but we got to go up-tempo. We got to go fast. We're trailing big in this ball game. We got to put a lot of drives together and maybe even get lucky with an onside kick.
Let's it go to the end zone. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming.
And we've seen a lot of that from this offense, unfortunately. Just quarterback and wide receivers just not in sync. And sometimes it happens and they get out of sync and they don't make big plays. But, man, you're in a huge deficit. You need big plays down the field.
And he takes it in the end zone for a touchdown. And a little window dressing here at the end of the game.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
The extra point is good, but the lead is still huge. It's 35-13. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Wants to go up top on first down. Trying to beat the D deep. Makes the grab inside the 30. Touchdown, Wolverine. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. Starting to see some smiles on that sideline as they're close to a Week 10 victory.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. No more room to run. They make the tackle right there, and the clock is at 0, and that's how this one will end. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. They played motivated. They played a little ticked off. I'm here for it. I love it. I love the excitement, the adrenaline, the emotion, and they earned a big dub today.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.